Well, November is Native American Heritage Month and a time to celebrate the traditions, languages, and stories of Native communities across America.
Of course, one of the ways to celebrate that culture is through food. A local restaurant is featuring special dishes made with native produce, thanks to the help of their new top chef. Joining us live is James Beard nominee Jack Strong, a Siletz, Oregon native and executive chef at Jory, the restaurant inside the Allison Inn and Spa. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. I'm happy to be here.
So tell us a little bit about your background in the culinary world and how you came to the Allison.
Actually, I'm born and raised on the Oregon coast, part of the Confederate Tribes of Siletz Indians. So I grew up in Siletz, Oregon here. And I've traveled around the world a little bit, Arizona a few times. I worked at some beautiful properties in Arizona and highlighted native cuisine. While I was in Arizona, I worked at Kai Restaurant on the Gila River Reservation. We created and built the only 5-5 restaurant in the state of Arizona, focusing totally on native ingredients. And then just recently, I had a great opportunity to come back home and work at the iconic Allison Inn and Spa. I've always known about the Allison, been super excited, do some great things already, very talented team. And I get to just like join the team and have a lot of fun with them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that is really
Absolutely.
cool. Well, and you talk about the area the Allison Inn and Spa is in as well, the Chehalem Valley. A lot of people, I feel like, forget that that's, a Native American term, the Chehalem. And so what kind of influence are you hoping to bring to the menu at Jory with Native American Heritage Month in mind?
Well, that's exactly what you said. Is it's more about telling the story of what's already here, what's been here for generations. A lot of the food that we eat, we may not necessarily know that it's from the Americas here. So we're going to just highlight those foods. We have a beautiful 1.5-acre garden that's a working garden. We have our master gardener, Anna, out there, and also beekeeper. And then we utilize a lot of the produce from that garden already. So really more, it's going to be about telling the story of native foods. We just put on a mussel dish for our new menu. Mussels, if you're from the coast here in Northwest, you've eaten mussels probably more than several times. But to know that mussels actually were a staple food of coastal tribes for thousands of years, telling that story at the table and create an experience, that's what will make it special. And kind of just bringing it back to, just education and creating a fun experience at the table at Jory, as well as telling a story of different tribes throughout the valley
Yeah, I
and the
think
coast.
it is. It's just such a unique opportunity to help foster some of that education and as Travis said, just that lack of awareness sometimes for people that there's a lot here to learn about and be appreciated. What are some of the other ingredients that you've been able to highlight this month, especially with a menu here for Native American Heritage Month?
Well, just to kind of go back to that mussel dish, there's actually several dishes that are amazing. We have a great team. We have a chef de cuisine, pastry. We have all kinds of great leaders in our kitchen right now. A part of this mussel dish we put together, we highlight the local gourds, which are from the Americas. So a combination of butternut squash. We use sturgeon that's from the Klamath area to make the fumet. And then our production chef makes some amazing venison sausage, highlighting local venison, and we mix that with charred apples and sage and kind of creates just a great kind of floral broth, but simple, and it doesn't overwhelm the mussels.
Mm.
And then just from the winter areas, like things that are coming out right now, that like the cauliflowers and the different sun roots that tribes would call like sun chokes and sun roots, things like that we'll use throughout the winter.
Hmm.
That's
Oh man,
great.
it all sounds so good.
Yeah, it really does. How important is this to cook with these kinds of ingredients in mind? Is this a way that people can learn about Native American culture? I mean, food is one of those things that everybody eats, obviously, so it's relatable for a lot of
Mhm.
people.
It's actually really funny. So think about tomatoes. Heirloom tomatoes are from the Americas, from North America, South Americas, and a lot of times you maybe associate tomatoes with like Italian cuisine, like pastas and spaghetti sauces, and you can't really think about tomatoes and without pasta sometimes, or even potatoes in the Irish cuisine. Fingerling potatoes, heirloom potatoes, tomatoes, all came from the Americas here, and then they made their way across to Europe over the years.
Mm.
So just kind of like really focusing on that, telling that story. That's the fun part about using already amazing ingredients that we have and we use and we grow right across the street from the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
really cool.
fantastic. Even if you're not staying down there on property, I mean, just to go make a reservation, have a meal there. Really cool to check out the Allison and learn something new. Well, Chef Jack Strong, thank you so much for joining us. Great to talk with you, and best of luck in your new role at Jory.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited to be back to Oregon.
Absolutely. Glad you're back.
And if you want to learn more about the Allison Inn and Spa and its signature restaurant, Jory, go to their website. It's theallison.com. I'm going to have to go check out the new menu.
Yeah.